What's going on, my people? I'll turn this around so you can see the road. Nothing to look at me. I don't got any lights on in the car. I'll wait for a few folks to get in here, so if you're watching this on the replay, hang tight for a minute. Just trying to make sure that it's actually doing what it's supposed to do, because YouTube now has a delay, which is crap. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Lil Dawg Rollin'. Link is in the description of the video. I post all kinds of random shit on Instagram. Hey, there we go. We know we're working now. I got a comment there. Hey, Steven. What's happening? So, the title of the video is OOIDA, Teamsters, Cannel, fired. Now, for those of you that don't know, let me give you a little backstory here before I cut into the meat and potatoes of the topic of the video. You guys hear me okay? Can I get a sound check real quick? A little thumbs up emoji or something? Just make sure we're good. I had a sound issue the day before yesterday, which was not nice. Perfect. All right, cool. So, a little bit of meat and potatoes on this. For those of you that don't know, Cannel was working for a company. I don't remember the name of it, or I would put them out there. But he was working for a company moving golf carts and four-wheelers and side-by-sides and all that kind of stuff. Well, he completed training, was doing a run, whatever. Moving one of the machines or whatever he was doing, he fucking tore his bicep. Now, initially, the company took care of him. They flied him home. Got him to, he was able to get home. They saved his spot, filed it on workers' comp, and that's when it all went to shit. Workers' comp delayed treatment for Jay, because we all know workers' comp insurance is a bunch of bullshit. They delayed treatment for Jay, so it probably did a lot more damage to his bicep by delaying treatment. Finally was able to get treatment that was approved by the workers' comp. Got the MRI, found out for sure, yes, bicep torn, needed to have surgery. Now the doc said that Jay probably did irreparable damage because they waited so long to get him to the doctor, the insurance people. They waited too long to approve it all. Got the MRI. Doc says, holy shit, bro, you need surgery. Like, now. And whatever was going on, they approved it. Jay gets the surgery. Retains a lawyer, all this kind of stuff. Well, come to find out now Jay tells me this today, or yesterday actually, for you guys, tells me yesterday, workers' comp has ceased to pay him benefits. Therefore, he's no longer getting 65% or whatever it was of his 65% of his gross pay or whatever it was that they were covering. And no longer any benefits, any kind of things like that. And the company that he was working for fired him. They let him go from the company, which they cannot do. When you file a workers' comp claim, you cannot. They can't just fire you. That is against the law. They can't do that kind of shit. Workers' comp can't cut off benefits or anything until you're released by a doctor. All of these kind of things. Jay has not been released by the doctor to even return to work. So here's the deal. If he goes and gets a job, he will basically, if he goes and gets a job, okay, say he is feeling good or whatever, but if he goes and gets a job, and I know he's not feeling good, but if he goes and gets a job, he basically is forfeiting any chance he has at getting compensated for the time that he's been off, for the damage that's been done to his arm by delayed treatment, all of those kind of things. Yeah, I agree, Trey. I agree 100%. Jay would win that lawsuit. No freaking problem. No problem. I think that it's bullshit that's able to happen. And so that brings me to the question, like, I know that Jay's not an owner operator or anything like that, but OOIDA is supposed to, help protect owner operators, independent contractors, company drivers can be members of OOIDA as well. The Teamsters, all of those kind of different things. Like, where is all this shit? Why are OTR guys? Why are local truck drivers that are not members of a union? Why is everybody just left to hang out to dry when all this shit happens? You know what I mean? What happened? What the fuck? Like, that is ridiculous that is able to take place in today's society when we've got all of these people. We've got a U.S. women's soccer team walking around like, hide your husband, hide your wife, hide your kid. I got the fucking key. I'm coming to get all you bitches. Like, we got people like that representing the country, throwing the flag on the ground, and we allow it. It's allowed to happen. That bullshit like that is allowed to happen. But when something like this happens to a good guy who never did anyone any fucking harm, never talks shit, never goes ape shit on YouTube like me or some of the other guys do, none of that kind of crap. He's a good man, works hard, takes care of his fucking family, all this kind of shit, and just easily he can get fired and no benefits. Fuck you. You've got, you're going to be homeless because you can't go back to work because you haven't been cleared by the doctor. We don't give a shit. That's basically what those people are telling Jay, that they don't give a shit about him or his bills or his family or anything, that he needs, those benefits to cover until he's able to go back to work. The doctor hasn't even cleared him yet. Like, that is bullshit. 100% bullshit. OOIDA, Teamsters, that kind of stuff should be... You can't collect unemployment if you get fired. You collect unemployment if you get laid off. All those kind of things. I don't think you can collect unemployment if you get fired. I don't think. If he applies for SSID, what is that? Social Security disability or something, right? Depending on the circumstances, you can. It's worth it. It's worth it. I guess it's worth a try or whatever. But my question is, like, I know that's not what I'm saying, Cactus Farmer. I'm not saying Teamsters can do anything for them. I don't think that they can. I don't think OOIDA can do anything for them. I think I don't really think there is. You know what I'm saying? It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit that the Teamsters used to be the biggest, most powerful union ever. And thanks to whatever reasoning, it's not anymore. And without things like the Teamsters, all that kind of shit, truck drivers are being taken advantage of, and shit like what's happening to Jay is allowed to happen. That's why I'm bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm bringing it up. That's why it's in the title, is because that shit should exist for truck drivers. I'm not saying unions are great, because I think a lot of unions are bullshit. I really do. I think that, a lot of unions are bullshit. For crying out loud, flight attendants have a freaking union, and they're flight attendants. No knocking flight attendants, because someone's got to deliver the peanuts. But, god dang, really? Flight attendants have one and we don't? I think it's bullshit. It is BS, guys. And go look at Jay's community post. Those of you that have commented stuff about unemployment, SS, all that kind of stuff, please go and share that information with Jay in his community post. Okay? Share that with Jay in his community post, so that he's aware. Maybe it'll spark something, trigger an idea, whatever it is, and he'll be able to figure it out. I think I'm going to lose you guys up here. Just fair warning. You can hang tight and I'll reconnect and come back. But it's just ridiculous. And I think Trump let down the trucking industry. I think the ATA has so much corporate interest in it and way more money than someone like OOIDA that shit like that has just fucked the industry up to where it allows drivers to be taken advantage of. And I'm not just saying this because Jay's my friend. I'm saying this because it happens all the time to everybody across the industry, whether you've been here for 3 months or 30 years. Guys get taken advantage of. Guys and gals get taken advantage of. They get terminated for no reason. And it has a lot to do with both sides of the story. Companies getting taken advantage of by drivers, leaving equipment and taking advances, dipping out, all that kind of shit. But I mean, come on. Where is the compassion? It is, Cactus Farmer, 100% right, dude. It's turned into a predatory industry. Look at predatory leases, all that. It's all to suck the lifeblood out of it. And I think it started a long time ago, way before I had my CDL, way before I probably had my regular driver's license, all that kind of shit. It started way back in the day. And, it affects everybody. And I think we're at a point now where it's really, really shitty. What's up, Charles? Good morning to you. I think it's really, really shitty. And it's happening to, started around deregulation. Yeah, see, I wasn't driving around that time, but, I was having some conversations today, and a couple of the guys that I talked to, I was talking to Clampett on the phone, and we were talking about the Teamsters and, the stuff that's happening to Jay and how it happens far too often, and there's no one there, and it doesn't, and Trey, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying about, Jay should have been prepared, things like that. I get it, right? I do. But on the principle, the fact that, they waited so long to approve the treatment, no one's sitting around with 50, 60, 100 grand in the bank that they're sitting there for a bicep surgery. That people don't save for that. They just don't. And how many of these companies actually have benefits? Regular insurance benefits? None. I mean, there's hardly any. And if they do offer them, they're ungodly expensive. So you work your ass off for a week for your $1,200 or $1,000 paycheck, and then they take out, $300-$400 for fucking benefits or whatever it is. That shit's ridiculous. That's insane. Trump sat in front of the White House in that fucking ATA-sponsored Cascadia or whatever it was he was sitting in, looking almighty pretty, tooting the horn and shit. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, Trump's going to do stuff for the trucking industry. No. As soon as you see the ATA on the side of that damn thing, it's bad. It's bad. That's all corporate interest, fucking, lower overhead, raise profits, fuck everybody. Who cares about the man or the woman in the seat and the family that they have at home? There are very few companies out there that give a damn anymore. And it's more and more apparent that greed plays a huge fucking role in all of this shit, right? I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that. Greed plays a really big role in that stuff. And it's sad because the people that get taken advantage of are the drivers. Yeah, I agree, Cactus Farmer, 100%. Go look at the ATA's website. Go to their board of directors and see who sits on it. It's like the heads of like fucking Warner and Schneider and shit like that. Like companies like that, the big boy companies are the people that sit on that board. And so who do you think they're lobbying for? For those big ass companies to just raise their profits. Hang tight. I'm trying. Almost to the other side of this little fucking dead zone. This one takes a couple minutes to get through. Bear with me. It's going to go out again. Hang tight. There's 2 or 3 little drops right here. Soon on this turn, it's going to go out again. So just hang tight. All right, I think I'm back. I think I should be back. For a decent bit now, I think. But right up here. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Mile stretch where the service goes. Unionizing definitely scares a lot of companies. Scares a lot of companies because they know that the union holds because as people or because the people in the union can stand up, and so those folks that run those companies know, or whatever, that they're going to lose out. But here's the thing: if you have a union, or if you have something like a union, and they fight for benefits and better pay and all those kind of things, in the long run, you will attract more drivers. He should temporarily move in with someone, a fundraiser, to pay his rent in a new place until the lawsuit is done is not necessary, in my opinion. I don't really think it's necessary either. I don't. But whether someone does one or not, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to do it because just not. I'll definitely donate to one. That's for sure. He has like 48,000. He has like 48,000 friends. Solid union structure ran by former retired drivers and not run by college-educated fools is what needs to happen. I agree, Cactus Farmer, because these college-educated fucking young kids that have never spent a day in a truck, they just got like a business degree or something, aren't the kind that would really know what a driver and their family need, right? They wouldn't know. They ain't gonna have a clue what a driver and their family would need. They're not gonna know what it's like. They can't relate. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. I just think, like OOIDA. Like, I was a member of OOIDA. I'm not anymore, but I was. And I just saw no benefit in it. Every time OOIDA tried to go up against the ATA for something, they get fucking smashed on, because the ATA has so much money from all of these corporate companies that their lobbyists just have more to do. They go to, Senator Fuckface and Representative Shitbag, and they're like, hey, we're gonna put X amount of dollars in your campaign. We're gonna make a campaign contribution. Oh yeah, we need you to vote no on fucking standard wage for truck drivers or whatever. It's just bullshit. And I know there'll be people that disagree with me on this, and that's fine. But I think it needs to be discussed. I'm definitely gonna do some research on it, because I would like to know more. I just think it's ridiculous. If we can pay, here's the deal. If we can pay somebody at McDonald's, $14 an hour or whatever, Why the hell is a truck driver not making way more money? Why aren't they being taken care of as far as benefits are concerned? You know what I'm saying? Hell, you saw what McDonald's did, though. Those people want $15 minimum an hour. McDonald's says, okay, fuck you. They put touch screens in. They say, you want $14 an hour? This machine's going to cost me $2 an hour to run on electricity or whatever. Peace. It's all greed, man. But, hey, what do you do? Guys, do me a favor, hit the like button. I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to lose you for a good while right up here. Everybody be safe. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go home and get some sleep. And then I think I got to take my oldest daughter up to Reno to get some stuff for softball. We got to go get some blue socks and a new pair of gray softball pants, apparently. But you guys be safe. I'll talk to y'all later. Like I said, Instagram link in the description. Go give me a follow.